Hi dance families, this is Miss Laura here. I'm at Park District of LaGrange Beautiful Fitness Studio. We just finished the first class of our winter session on Wednesday nights here. It was a ballet and jazz class. We had an awesome time. And as I was teaching, I was realizing that sometimes parents don't always know what we're doing in class, and we don't always have a great viewing window that you can see exactly what your child is learning. I try to remind you verbally, but you might not know what a plie is or a releve. So I'm going to try my best to videotape myself every once in a while and share a few of the little tips on teaching and the things that we're learning so that if you want to practice at home, you can. So the first thing that we always start with our ballet focused classes, and this was a ballet and jazz class, the beginning of class was ballet, is learning our basic first position and learning to use our rotators in our legs and find that nice rotation. Some people will call this turnout. I try to avoid that phase or that phrase because sometimes that's confusing for kids. What does turning out mean? That you think of turning, not rotating their legs open. So I always try to use the phrase rotation. We imagine that our feet are a book and the toes are the pages. And then we lift up our toes and we open the pages and then we close the pages. And we practice this a lot in class. A great modifier that we sometimes do in some of the tot classes or the parent-assisted classes is saying it's a tick-tock. And then you just do one leg at a time, opening and closing. This tick-tock we also do in tap class. It's really great for working on toe drops in tap and keeping that heel on the floor, but lifting the toe up. Because if you can imagine, that's actually pretty hard for a lot of kids to do. It's actually sometimes hard for adults to do if we don't have that nice flexion in the front of our ankle and the extension in the back. So that's even a fun one for moms and dads to do too. You can always do two toes as well, especially if you're focusing more on your tap. But it's good for ballet as well. So anyways, we open the pages, we close the pages. You can do that sitting on the ground too with your legs in front. Open the pages, close the pages. That's a great one to do while you're sitting watching TV, reading a book, anything like that, okay? Once we get into that position, we talk about how our open pages, where it looks like we've made a little pizza slice with our feet and our heels are kissing, that is called first position. Then we hold our arms out to the front. Our fingers should be in line with our belly button, and they should be nice and rounded. They should not be compressed into our chest. They're nice and rounded. They're nice and soft. Our fingers are engaged. They're not holding hands with each other. They're nice and beautiful. We're not squishing right here, but we use the image sometimes of a balloon. Sometimes I also say a pumpkin if it's that time of year. You can talk about holding a basket of flowers, but a balloon is a great exercise too. Something you can do to encourage this rounded arm and to encourage strength in the arm is pretending to blow the balloon up. So you go, and then you let the air out without popping it. And you can blow it up again. And let the air out without popping. Very good. So when our heels are together in this open, rotated position, looking like a pizza slice, our arms are in that nice, beautiful, rounded balloon position. This is called first position. And we repeat that a few times so that we can remember. There's a lot of things you can do in first. You can bend your knees, which is called a plie. You can releve, which is called releve, rise up. And you can practice all of those things in your first position. You can also practice a saute jump. That's when you jump straight up and down and you land in the same spot with your feet in first position. Always remember when you're jumping to add that plie in the beginning and at the end. So those are a few exercises that we do on the first day of class for ballet. I even gave you a few tips for your tap with your tapping toes. Even if you're not in ballet class, finding your rotators is a great exercise. Even just lifting your toes up is a great exercise. I hope this helped. If you did view this video, I would love to hear comments to find out if you liked it, if you thought it was helpful, if you're using it. And please feel free to share with me other videos that you'd like to see, other technique you'd like to see, and I will do my best to share as much as I can throughout the year. Thanks. See you in dance class.